many years now, the town of Branford has been working on many ways to reduce our carbon footprint and become more green. First and foremost, we established a Clean Energy Task Force comprised of local citizens within our community to support our efforts, and we are committed to the Smart Powers 20% by 2012 campaign. And we are thrilled to be here today for the ribbon cutting of the town's second earned PV system. The Branford High School installed a tri-generation heating and cooling system, making it one of the state's most energy efficient and environmentally conscious places of learning. Energy audits were completed for all our municipal buildings, and wherever possible, improvements have been made to reduce our energy consumption. For our buildings, including our schools that require oil for heating, we have entered into agreements to purchase biofuels. The town has purchased several hybrid vehicles to replace some of the less efficient vehicles in the fleet, and will continue to do so as budgeting allows. In addition, the contractor that will be hauling our trash to Bristol for disposal will be using natural gas trucks. In addition, the town has completed its first LEED certified building, which is our new fire headquarters. It's the first town-owned building to use geothermal heating and cooling systems. And the grand opening for that will be a public celebration being done in September this year. We are very proud of our accomplishments and are excited about our other innovative and unique ways to reduce and reuse energy in the future. And I would like to thank all of you for your help and your support to help us accomplish these projects. And we certainly look forward to meeting with you again as we work toward earning more solar PV systems. And with that, I want to thank you. You know, it's great to be here and see another successful program. And I certainly want to thank you all for being here and being part of it. And next, I'd like to ask Senator Meyer if you'd like to say something.
So many of us, we thank you for the leadership, and here it is. I go to transfer stations a lot, and we sometimes call them dumps. In my profession, we're expected to go to these places, the dumps. But coming to a dump and having solar panes is special. The bad side of the solar panes, as I saw recently when I was visiting Munger Construction here in Branford, was that the solar panes are not made here. They're all made in China. And we have got to find a way to get into the construction as well as the distribution. But in the United States and in Connecticut, virtually every solar pane is being made in China and not here. We're just distributing.
So funny. I feel sort of like a proud parent and a little bit of a matchmaker. When I was on the RTM in Branford, it was so fabulous to work with so many people in this community, Unc being one of the people who really spearheaded it. I see Bill Horn out here. To really be a green community and to start accumulating these credits, but also to do these programs and start doing it and making the investments early on. The whole Tri-Gen plant that Unc talked about that we put in the high school, we're one of the first to make that happen. And then as Vice Chair of Energy, I was on the team that wrote the big energy bill that actually created CEFIA, working weekends and well into the morning to really craft what I call, actually to make it easier, the Green Bank. And this is such a great thing that we've made. The Green Bank will actually transition us from doing all of these renewables by putting a surcharge on ratepayers. It'll transition us into a public-private partnership, bringing in private investors to help finance the Green Bank so that we can do small projects like this and huge projects and really take the lead. This state can take the lead. We're small enough to pivot. We've got smart people making it happen. So it's a thrill to be here. It's a thrill to see, the birth of something that CEFIA does right here in our community. And congratulations to everybody who made it happen.
This is a processing facility, otherwise known as a transfer station, not necessarily a dump. We tried to do a good job at cleaning the place up for you guys today, and I think it looks great, and we'll thank those guys in a minute. Where I come in this whole thing is when I first started last January, this project was in its initial stages, and the goal was to get this thing done before the winter time. And we were successful in doing that, and it was from a lot of help from a lot of people. And I'll start it up at Town Hall with the land use group through the permitting process. and that was a fairly seamless process once we got going. And then, of course, coming out and actually putting the work together and building it with Be-Free Green Energy, which I'll introduce in a minute. It was an absolute seamless process, very non-disruptive. As you guys know, there's a lot of traffic in here with residents, and they did an excellent job at making sure we didn't have any incidences with that. So I would just like to, before I introduce them, I would also like to introduce our staff who's here today. We have Laura Panciera, who heads up the transfer station here. We have Pat Montana in the back, who helped clean up and make this place beautiful for us today. Next to him we have Otto Berger, who heads up our General Government Buildings Department. And next to him we have Sharon Heslin, who is the secretary here at the transfer station. So without further ado, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here today and bringing this thing together. I'll introduce Kapil Luthra from Be-Free Green Energy.
Hi everyone. So I just have a few short remarks to make. First of all, we're really honored to have been chosen to solve the system. We want to thank a few people, Bob Wall and R. Baker. They worked closely together with us to get this finished. It was a long process, but when it was coming down to the end of it, we really worked hard to get it done. Special thanks to Laura here. She helped us a lot, especially with the monitoring systems and getting everything up. So I just wanted to briefly talk about sustainability and why this site is so unique. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days now. So unlike schools, a lot of school systems, a lot of kids already know about solar. So this place gets a lot of diverse group of people. So we hope that it brings more awareness to the technology and solar as people come here to recycle. And another interesting point is, in the solar industry we talk about sustainability a lot. And here there's a lot of recycling going on. So I've seen people recycle TVs, use motor oil, cardboard, and as we think about how to reduce our carbon footprint, it's important that people think about recycling and renewable energy in almost the same sentence. The town has a great opportunity to educate people by bringing people here, teaching them about the recycling programs they do here, teaching them about the renewable energy that they now have here. And so as we try to do more, we have a growing population, we have a limited amount of natural resources. I think going forward, recycling, renewable energy, and now with electric vehicles, which we have here, is the way to think about going forward. And thank you very much, and I'd like to introduce Richard Steves.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Rich Steves. I'm Vice Chair of the Energy Efficiency Fund. Of course, the Chair is Dan Esty. I also work for the Office of Consumer Counsel. Alan Katz is the Consumer Counsel. I'll say good afternoon to our legislators, also the workers here at the transfer station, and everybody else. I feel like I'm at church. Everybody's in the back row here. So, anyways, we have a relationship with the Renewable Fund, as I like to call it, CEFIA. And it goes back to one source. That's the ratepayers of the state of Connecticut. They put out over $100 million so both of the funds can exist and do our job. The other relationship we have with the Clean Energy Fund is that before you do any clean energy renewable project, such as solar, we like to do energy efficiency first, because that makes the renewable source all that more valuable. That's what we're trying to do, get people low-cost, clean energy to the state of Connecticut. And, Branford is a great town as an example of energy efficiency. They have 9 buildings in the school district, 6 schools, and they use half as much energy now than they used only a few years ago. So we're proud of that we're part of them saving money for the residents of the town. We're also proud that we're part of the Clean Energy Communities Program and to make places become more energy efficient and increase their support for clean renewable energy.